Vom reacționa de fiecare dată când vom simți o amenințare la adresa statului Israel. Este reacția reprezentantului Forțelor de Apărare ale Israelului după ce au apărut informații că aeroporturile siriene din Damasc și Alep au fost lovite.
Într-un interviu exclusiv pentru NewsHour, CNN, oficialul spune răspicat că armata israeliană nu se va opri până când nu va fi exterminat și ultimul terorist Hamas.
Ofensiva terestră în Gaza este pe cale să înceapă. Toate forțele sunt pregătite la graniță.
The last information is that Israeli army hit the airport from Alep and Damasc. Can you tell me, please, if the information is true? What can you tell me about this?
I can tell you that while we don't comment on foreign media reports, we have said from the very beginning, we've exhibited over the years that wherever there is a threat against the state of Israel, whether it is Gaza, the heart of Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, that is where we will be in order to neutralize that threat. The IDF is the Israel Defense Army. We defend the people of the state of Israel, and we will do that at whenever we are called upon and wherever we are called upon to do so.
So we can say that you had information that Syria was preparing an attack.
Again, as I mentioned, I cannot relate directly to a Syrian media report. I'm just telling you in general that wherever there's a threat against the state of Israel, that's where we will be to thwart that threat.
Sir, we saw so many troops at the Gaza border. How will Israel respond to Hamas terrorists after the last 6 days?
We are now massed on the border. We are ready now in a mobilization position to carry out what we have said is going to be a war against Hamas that so brutally massacred and in the most grotesque way, the men, women, and children of this country. We're a very small country. We're less than 10 million people in Israel. Everybody knows somebody who was either killed or is missing. And we will find the people who did this.
Sir, you spoke about the Hamas terrorists, but we know in the Gaza Strip there are many civilians. There are many concerns about the civilian in Gaza Strip. How do you respond to these concerns about what could there happen, a new massacre? Of course, Israel has the right to defend herself because we saw what happened the last days in Israel.
You have to understand that the blood is still flowing, is not even dry yet from the victims that are massacred. We will go out and neutralize Hamas completely because they are clearly out for the destruction of the state of Israel, and we will do so. My heart goes out to the citizens of Gaza. If Hamas cared even 1% for what the state of Israel has cared about the citizens of Gaza, we would never be in this situation as possible. To give you an example, for years, we've been supplying electricity and water and manning all the aid crossings of human aid to the people of Gaza. And one of the first things that Hamas did on Saturday morning was to kill the Israeli troops at the crossings and bomb the very crossings that provide human aid and human services to their own families.
Sir, what are the latest information, the new information that you have about Iran's implication in this war? Do you have any new information about this? Because everyone is looking at what Iran is doing these days.
Sabrina, it makes great sense that, we're all looking in that direction simply because we know that Hamas, not long ago published their meeting with Raisi, the leader of Iran, already in June discussing Israel. Iran is involved in funding Hezbollah and all of the various terror groups in the area. Iran is the greatest state-sponsored terrorism in the entire world. What I can tell you is that we're not looking for this to extend anywhere beyond what we have said, which is the true destruction of Hamas's capabilities. We're very thankful. The U.S. has moved their 6th Fleet, their battleship fleet, into the Mediterranean. I think that sends a message that we have the support of the free world and that no other actors should get involved in this area. There is no question that Hamas specifically trained their forces and discussed with them to mutilate the bodies of the people they killed. When you walk through these communities, I was in these communities yesterday and the day before, I'm sorry for your viewers, you cannot tell which body parts belong to which people. They simply went in and massacred and cut up men, women, and children. I'm sorry for to even say it out loud. and there were babies that were killed. And that specific report, again, I can't confirm that specific report, but I can tell you it happened numerous times. I was yesterday in the home, one of hundreds of homes. I walked in, the floor was covered with blood. The remains of the family was there, and there's a knife sitting on the ground that the terrorists just left there covered with blood, that we should know what they did. And the saddest thing is on the refrigerator, there's a magnet of the family showing the two parents and their beautiful children looking out at this scene. It is unbearable to even describe.